Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, a little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in the most of these companies. Yeah, let's jump right into it, into the Sunday miner comparison. So first of all, I have the new chart here. I think I had it last week, but I adjusted it a little bit. I had a little mistake here in the end. This is the share of our 8 miners of the network hash rate from November 2020 until the end of this year. This is my forecast here. We are right now somewhere here at 4 or 5% here. But it will grow, and in my opinion it could grow to 8% at the end of the year, maybe even more. We will see. But the North American miners here, these 8 miners, the publicly traded miners we have here, they will make a significant share on these global network hash rate. But you can also see that that China and the rest of the world is really big. I mean, Mara is gonna have like 7 or 8 exahash at the end of the year, or Riot like 5 or 6 or so. But it's only 8%, all of these miners here. So you can see the global market is really big in Bitcoin mining, especially China. So my forecast here for the network hash rate at the end of the year is at right now at 280 exahash. I adjusted a little bit to the downside because when I made this forecast in October or so, no, it was November, I expected in April like more than 200 exahash on hash rate. We're right now below. I mean, we had a peak above 200, a daily peak, but we're right now very below 200 exahash. So I think we don't reach to 300 exahash at the end of the year. But we will see. I could be wrong. Maybe it's above 300, maybe 350. So then we have to adjust a little bit, but we will see this, how this develops over the year here. But you can see the curve is really steep here. And here you can see our miners here. The exahash should be at the end of the year like 20, 21 exahash or so. Yeah, we will see. Let's move on. So we have the mining profitability, first of all for Bitcoin. So we had these nice peaks here. We are right now here approximately at 35 cents per day per terahash since a while now, since a month or so, very stable here. So everyone is waiting now for the next leg up, or maybe we get a short drop here like this, I don't know. Then we have Ethereum. Since 2 months or so, we don't have this crazy transaction fee bubble we had in February. So we all hoping when the next big breakout comes, hopefully to the upside, we will get these crazy transaction fees here again. If you're an Ethereum bull, you should not hope this, but if you're invested in Hive blockchain, if you're an Ethereum miner, it's nice for an Ethereum miner. The interesting thing is, even if we break to the downside, maybe we get a crazy drop to $1,000 or so for Ethereum. I don't think this happens, but this could also trigger a big increase in transaction fees, which could benefit the miner. So this is very interesting. A price drop does not always mean that the mining profitability will go down. Then we have Zcash. Zcash had a nice rise in price. In the last few days, we're at $200, I think, but the mining profitability is still way below the model. But it's not that important, Zcash. Okay, so here the operational excellence. So the 10-day gross mining margin, the 30-day and the 90-day here. So this here is the last week. We can see how this changed here in this week. So Hive is very stable here at 300 to 350,000 US dollars here per day in the 90-day, 30-day and 10-day. So that's very interesting. We have HODL, below 250,000. We have Bitfarms here, close to 300,000 here on the cross mining margin. Argo Blockchain also a little bit higher than Bitfarms. The Bitcoin mining is a little bit lower, the hash rate from Argo, but they have also Zcash. So they should be approximately on the same level. We have Mara, which is growing right now. We have DigiHost down here. We have DMG blockchain. And what's very interesting, on the 10-day, Riot is the number one here, the new number one, because they have 1.3 exahash. This should be the highest hash rate. I'm not 100% sure about Mara. They said they have a little bit delays in installation and they're installing miners every day, but I don't think they're at 1.4 exahash right now. So maybe they're at 1 exahash or so. Yeah, we will track this. Very interesting, very exciting. Yeah, let's go to the daily revenue here. We can see that they're all here at 300 to 400,000. Hive has a little jump here in the last day because Ethereum had a nice move. Yeah, I have Mara here a little bit in the middle because they're installing miners, so they will be soon here at that level here too, or at 1.4 exahash, so they will maybe surpass them very soon. Yeah, then we have here down here DMG blockchain and DigiHost. With the DigiHost will soon have 250 petahash. They will install additional 50 petahash in the mid of April. DMG right now has 200 petahash, but they said they're gonna have maybe soon 400 or yeah, close to 400 petahash, something like this. But there's nothing disclosed, so we will wait for this. I have not in the model right now. But you can see these miners making a lot of money no matter what these mining stocks are doing. The miners make revenue, the miners make gross mining margins like crazy, above 80%, the most of them. Yeah, then we have the OPEX 3, the operational excellence, the first indicator of my BMX model. This is Hive Blockchain, Riot Blockchain, Bitfarms, Argo Blockchain, HODL, Mara, DMG Blockchain, and DigiHost. Yeah, then we have the HODL excellence. Mara is here number 1. They have like 5,200, close to 5,200 bitcoins right now on the balance sheet. HODL should have like 3,300, so the most self-mined, but Mara has the most bitcoin overall. Then we have Riot. They're growing very fast here, their holdings. Hive Blockchain with a lot of Ethereum on the balance sheet. So I adjusted that a little bit because we got the quarter end numbers here from Hive Blockchain. Then we have Argo Blockchain, we have Bitfarms, we have DMG Blockchain and DigiHost, approximately same level here, like 250 bitcoins right now, both. Then we have the strategic excellence. So here is all about the NASDAQ companies, Mara and Riot, because they will get the most hash rate in the upcoming month. And there's only growth, very fast growth for these companies. So Mara, Riot, Hive Blockchain, HODL, Argo Blockchain. So it would be nice to get some hash rate disclosed from Argo Blockchain, for example, for the Texas facility in Q1 2022 or so, or maybe for Q4 or something like this. Because right now Texas is not included in my model because there's no hash rate disclosed right now. So that would help Argo to get in strategical excellence leg up here. Then we have Bitfarms, the same stuff here. I think I am right now at 1.3 exahash or so in the model for this year, but the goal is 3 exahash. So they didn't disclose more hash rate. It would help if they say, yeah, we bought another 10,000 miners or so. But yeah, I will wait for this. Because yeah, I will stay here with my rules. Only the disclosed hash rate is included. That's what these US stocks here did very well. For example, Mara and Riot, they disclosed a lot of hash rate very early. By the way, I saw a nice interview with the CEO of Mara, Marek Okamoto. And yeah, he seems like he knows really what he's doing when he bought these bitcoins in January, when he bought these miners there, the 100,000. Yeah, so now it depends on how fast can they get these miners online. But to be honest, these both NASDAQ stocks, I was very critical in the beginning because they were very new, and then there was this bit digital thing where we don't know right now whether do they have the miners or not. So yeah, I'm always critical in crypto because it's very dangerous to trust the company here because there are a lot of scams out there. But Mara and Riot, they now have proven to me that they're really great companies and they will grow very, very big and they will be huge players in this business. So that's for sure here. Then we have Hive Blockchain. They also disclosed a lot of hash rate until the end of the year, like 2.6 exahash in Bitcoin mining and Ethereum mining. HODL, it would be nice to get more hash rate from HODL. They have now disclosed 1.3 exahash. And yeah, they want to mine Ethereum with 1.6 terahash. But yeah, they should have more hash rate in my opinion. Also, Argo should tell us, Bitfarms, DMG, and DigiHost, all of them. That's what really these US stocks did very well here, by a lot of miners. And that will help them to rise in the model because the strategic excellence here is looking into the future. And the further we go, the higher they will rise, because they will have an additional hash rate every month. Okay, then we have the BMX here, the BLONITY's miner excellence. So we have here, so this is the absolute ranking here. It's not the value of these companies, these absolute numbers. It's more like a combination of revenue and income from the past and of the future. And you can see that Mara here is the number 1. But then we have Riot number 2, HODL number 3, Hive number 4, Argo number 5, Bitfarms number 6, DMG number 7, and DigiHost number 8. So DMG blockchain has a little drop here. Yeah, sorry for this. I had a little a bug in my model, but yeah, that sometimes, yeah, it's a lot of data right now, and sometimes you get these bugs, but you can see it's still very undervalued. And also I have not included all the software stuff they do offer, and the mining pool and all these things. So that's what I will integrate into my next invest excellence, but I'm not completed because it's very difficult to value these investments right now. I need more numbers, especially for Argo, for the Pluto investment and so on, but I will have it soon. Yeah, but today I have new share price forecast. I have 2 models now, I will show you later. But first of all, let's go to the BMXI here, which is the BMX divided by market cap, and which should indicate which one is the most undervalued. You can see, oh sorry, the ranking here is wrong. DigiHost is number 1, HODL number 2, DMG number 3, we have Bitfarms number 4, we have Hive and Argo number 5 here, very close together, and 5 and 6. And then we have Mara and Riot on 7 and 8. So we know that these Nasdaq stocks, they're playing in a different league. There's a lot more liquidity there. Yeah, so it's very difficult to compare this 100%. So I hope that these other smaller stocks here, they will go to Nasdaq soon, that we have this great comparison here. Yeah, but you can see the market caps here. I mean, Riot and Mara, they're very close together. The share price is approximately the same, like $49 US. The shares outstanding is approximately the same, like 95, 98 million. And yeah, the market cap is the same with 4.8 billion right now. So in here you can see DigiHost, which is at 88 million US. So this stock was really slaughtered in the last 2 weeks because of this dilution, which was, yeah, it was not so nice, to be honest. But what I did, I bought more. I bought the dip. I sold a little bit from these stocks here. I love these stocks, but I mean, DigiHost, it looks for me crazy undervalued, and it has shown in the past that it can pump like crazy. Yeah, we will see how this pays out. I always like these risky plays here with these small cap stocks. But sometimes I regret that I sold my Mara and Riot. I mean, I had them. I made a lot of money with these, but then I said, okay, they have such a great market cap, and these others, they have a small one. So I sold them all. It's never smart to sell all of one stock. Always keep some, because when they rise further, you're always happy. So you know what I'm doing in the next correction. So I'm waiting now for the next leg up. I will sell a little bit, and I will try to buy the dip, and I will have Riot and Mara in my portfolio again, that's for sure. Okay, let's move on. So how many X since BMX version 0.3 since December? So we can see from last week to this week, yeah, nothing special happened. Some dropped, some Hive was very stable, HODL dropped a little bit, Bitfarms has risen a little bit, Argo dropped a little bit, Mara very stable. We have DigiHost dropped a lot, also DMG dropped a lot. So the smaller the stocks, the further they drop when there's the sentiment change. And we have Riot also a little drop, which is interesting. Yeah, then my portfolio here, yeah, this month, April is -6% right now. The last week was -1%. So yeah, March was a very stable month. This month is also stable. So no big gains. You know, at the end of the year, I won 20,000% here. Right now it's close to 2,000% since 2 months now. So if there's an April no change here in these numbers, yeah, I will have to adjust my strategy. But right now, I'm not panicking because Bitcoin is more or less consolidating. And these miners need this breakout, this new all-time high for Bitcoin to get this short squeeze, or that the shorts cover very fast. And then you get this rise. So I'm waiting for this one. and then I will think about my strategy. But you know, I will diversify a little bit more into other crypto stocks, but I'm still 100% crypto stocks here. I don't see another industry which similar gains right now. Yeah, right now I'm very big in DigiHost. I increased my position here on Friday. Why? Because in my model it looks very undervalued. So we will see whether this plays out or not. Yeah, this is no financial advice, of course. Yeah, guys, it's always a rough ride. There will be 50% drops in one day. Can you handle this volatility? To succeed, you need a lot of know-how and nerves of steel. So, I mean, Bitcoin is now in this triangle and it will soon break out. I think it could break to the upside or to the downside. If it makes a huge move to the downside, for example, from 60,000 to 40,000 US dollars, I mean, this could trigger another big sell-off for these mining stocks. So please prepare for this. I think it's more likely that we rise because we're in a bull market and a lot of other news are out there. There's the Coinbase IPO next week and so on. But you never know in Bitcoin. So, but today I have a few new numbers for you. BLONITY forecast 2021, the income here. I tried to calculate the income for these companies for 2021. So this is the gross, the mining profit and the revaluation of these currencies. So you can see Mara is right now here at number one at 1.5 billion. Then we have HODL with huge revaluation of these coins here at 780 million. We have Riot 630 million. We have Hive 518 million, Argo 283 million, Bitfarms 173 million, DMG 67 million, and DigiHost 54 million on income possible if Bitcoin goes to 200,000 and so on and so on. So this is a very bullish outlook, to be honest, but in my opinion, this is possible because everything is possible in Bitcoin. And you can see that these companies like Mara or Hut 8 with a lot of coins on the balance sheet, they will have the biggest income because of these coins will grow in value and will add to the income. So, but then I have the gross profit here. The gross profit for Mara, I forecasted like 611 million US dollars here. So this is really only the mining performance. It's not the revaluation of these coins because some people criticized me about, yeah, you base your forecast on income, forget these revaluations. So now I do a little bit, I have this second model here with based on gross profit. So this is really the operational performance here. And you can see Mara here is number one, 600 million, Riot 430 million. Then we have Hive Blockchain 367 million, depends on how Ethereum is performing. Then we have Argo 240 million, HODL 8 220 million, Bitfarms 180 million. Again, we need some more hash rate from Bitfarms here, disclosed for this year. For next year, they have a lot of exahash upcoming, but for this year, there's still missing something. So it could be a lot higher, to be honest, for Bitfarms if they go to 2 or 2.5 or 3 exahash where their goal is, but I'm waiting here for this. But yeah, this could change very fast. Then we have DigiHost and GMG at 28 million US dollars possible gross profit here. So here you know these market cap forecast here based on income. I think you know these numbers here from the last 10 presentations or something like this. So but now I have the new one here. Yeah, by the way, this is all no financial advice. So this is now based on gross profit. I think if you're only going on gross profit, you should take a higher PE ratio, but you can choose for yourself. You can take 10, 20, 30. What do you want? I personally see it without, only on the gross profit, without revaluation, without income. I see a 50 to 100 here likely. So let's go to 75 here. This is my line here. I would choose. So this is the market cap for these companies. Then let's move on. Then again here, these the share price forecast based on income. So you remember that HODL is very high here on the PE ratio of 30 to 40. Hive is and Bitfarms and Argo are a little bit lower. So some people said, yeah, this is not likely. And yeah, that's why I did this other forecast here, which is only based on gross profit. And you can see that here on the 50 to 100 or 75 PE ratio here on gross profit, Hive is at 68 US dollars, HODL at 128, Bitfarms 85, Argo Blockchain like 44, Mara 421, DigiHost 32, DMG Blockchain 14, and Riot Blockchain 300. $7. Yeah, so let's move on. Then we have the leverage. Yeah, this is the same. These are the old numbers. You know these numbers here. So I will not read this one, but the other model here, the cross profit model, on the PE ratio 75. Hive is 17, HODL 18, Bitfarms 16, Argo 14, Mara 9, DigiHost 22, DMG 9, and Riot Blockchain 6. Yeah, so some people ask me maybe now, why did you do this model, and where is your forecast? I think it's somewhere in between these two models. I will think about to combine these two models, the income and the cross profit model. Some people would say, yeah, use traditional finance models. No, I don't do this because I think crypto and these miners, they have nothing to do with traditional finance. It will not work here, because I was there in 2017 when there were not many stocks. There were, for example, Hive was very short there, and they had PE ratios like in a few hundredth. And yeah, that's when you spot the end of a bull market, in my opinion, when everything goes crazy. And in my opinion, we are far away from this. We have to get a blow off top like crazy for these stocks, and we are far away, in my opinion, from this. Yeah, so I need a little time to combine this stuff. I think it's both important. First of all, the revaluation based on income and the gross profit. Yes. So guys, this is all no financial advice. This could be completely wrong because all models are wrong, but some are useful. You already know this. Yeah, if you want more information, I will post also these numbers here on my patreon.com/BLONITY. Great community there. Yeah, for the upcoming week, there's the Coinbase IPO on Wednesday. So it would perfectly fit with the breakout of Bitcoin next week. So we don't know what's going on there, but I think it makes sense that we break next week this 60,000. Yeah, also on Coinbase Pro Outflow, this exchange, you can see there always every few days we have here 12,000 Bitcoins, which are moving away. So we had today, or it was yesterday, no, it was today, again a 12,000 tranche of Bitcoins, which is moving away from Coinbase. And that's why you can see that within 1 year, the all exchange reserves dropped from 2.9 million to 2.2 million approximately. So the price is rising and the exchange reserve is dropping. So plan B would say this is supply shortage, and I think the same. There's some other theories, we don't know it exactly, but in my opinion it makes sense that more people hodling these coins, because hodl is for Bitcoin is the best way to make money in Bitcoin. In my opinion, it's not the trading. In the stocks, it's sometimes a little bit different. Yeah, and then we have the Bitcoin price. So on the daily here, we can see from 10,000 to 60,000. We here consolidating. Some people would say we're in this ascending triangle. Some people say we're in this rising wedge or whatever. And some people say this is more likely that it's bearish or bullish. To be honest, I don't know. But based on the fundamentals and news we get from all these companies which are moving into Bitcoin, I think we're in the very beginning of this bull market. There's a lot of room to grow, and the RSI here is very low, here at 60 or so. So I personally think it's more likely that we break to the upside because also of this Coinbase IPO and so on. So that could trigger a bullish move. We will see. I'm prepared for both. I will not panic sell when we drop. I think, when we rise and we get a new all-time high, that's the time when our miners start to move again. Hopefully big move. I think it could be that the big stocks are rising first, like Mara and Riot, with the most liquidity. They start first to rise. Then we get the Argo, for example, and the bigger Canadians like Hive Blockchain or HODL or Bitfarms. Then they rise, and in the end they will be like DigiHost or DMG blockchain, but they will be the most explosive, but they will be maybe the latest. We will see. I don't know. That was last time the case, but you never know what these stocks are doing. And then were some people, they asked me when I will turn bearish. I made a video here 3 or 4 months ago here on YouTube, which is called Indicators to Predict the Top of Bitcoin and the Miners. a mind game. So that's my thoughts here on this. And it's not based on these typical indicators and so on. First of all, I followed the stock to flow, which predicts something like between 100 and 300,000 or so. That's why I have this 200,000 price target. But it could be completely different. It could be lower, it could be higher. What I really need is this crazy FOMO at the end. I need this blow off top here, because we always had this in this bull run, and I think it will happen the same when everyone wants to buy Bitcoin. And where I'm looking for is these crazy transaction fees in Bitcoin, because in the end everyone wants to sell his Bitcoin and wants to get the money. So everyone is sending his Bitcoin to the exchanges, and that's when the blockchain is full and when the transaction fees will rise like crazy. I have this in this video if you want to watch it. It's a very old one. It's the voice and the sound and everything is very bad, but I think the content is good. And yeah, I'm waiting for these transaction fees. I'm waiting for the Google trends to rise like crazy. It makes sense to me that all these indicators in this video are rising. And I will watch also on technical indicators like the RSI and so on. But yeah, usually Bitcoin ends in a crazy blow off top when everyone is FOMOing in. That's when I try to FOMO out or something like this. Okay guys, so yeah, exciting week ahead. The last few weeks were not so funny, but yeah, always keep the fun here. I mean, it's not that bad if you have 2 months in red or so. If it's 2 years, then it's hard if it's in a bear market or so. But when we get a nice revaluation from these miners, if we get a nice rise, or I hope for this for my portfolio, then the fun is very fast back. So I try to think always like a whale. Especially I had a lot of time to prepare my strategy now for the next leg up and the next correction. So I will act very different. I will act like a mechanic, not like emotions. Because when you try to sell and buy with emotions, you always do it wrong. You have to lock this stuff in right now, and then you ride this wave like a robot, and that's it. Okay guys, so thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.